Today's topic is the legal standard of reasonable likelihood of conviction, the next standard in the series on the 5 standards of proof most relevant to law enforcement. I'm Steve Cerbalic, and I'm a panel attorney with ASCOPS in Arizona. As always, this is a topic summary and not legal advice. So if you have questions about your specific circumstance, make sure that you consult a lawyer. To briefly review the 5 standards of proof most relevant to officers in order from the lowest standard to the highest standard are reasonable suspicion, probable cause, preponderance of the evidence, reasonable likelihood of conviction, and beyond a reasonable doubt. Last week, I covered preponderance of the evidence, which is 50% plus 1. This week, we're going to talk about how strong a prosecutor's case would be at the time of trial, and this standard is made considering how an impartial finder of fact would act. Reasonable likelihood of conviction takes into account a number of factors that the prosecutor might consider, including witness availability and competency, witnesses' likely impressions on the jury, as well as issues related to the availability and admissibility of other evidence. Prosecutors also consider available defenses, including arguments made by defense counsel, and rulings by a judge at pretrial proceedings can impact that assessment of the reasonable likelihood of conviction. In other words, even after an arrest, facts and circumstances can change, and prosecutors have an ethical duty to consider all of the information available to them when making the determination as to whether a reasonable likelihood of conviction exists. Finally, remember that reasonable likelihood of conviction is a higher burden than probable cause, meaning that prosecutors may even agree with the decision to arrest an individual or to seek a search warrant, but because of the additional factors that they consider, they might not bring charges forward if their evaluation of the evidence presented does not provide them with a belief that a reasonable likelihood of conviction exists. When this happens, the case is either dismissed or the prosecutor may send the case back to investigators to either clarify information or to gather additional evidence. Next week, I'll cover the final common standard considered beyond a reasonable doubt, which is the standard used for criminal convictions. I'm Steve Cerbalic. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there. If you're interested in watching another relevant video, click up here. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel, click down here, and then hit the notification bell to receive messages when new videos are posted. Videos are posted every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Arizona time.